Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today I'm doing a bit of a random video. You see, I've been cleaning up my soap studio in anticipation of the holiday season, and I keep finding a bunch of random ingredients pretty much everywhere. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to use up those ingredients in a couple of projects today? And even I don't know everything that we're going to make today because I haven't rummaged through everything yet to find all the ingredients. But I do know the first thing we're going to make, and that is African black soap. I was sent these African black soap quick mixes from Brambleberry. They have been sitting around untouched and unused for quite some time. Nature's Garden also released some natural fragrance oils. I thought those would be fun to try today. Wholesale Supplies Plus also released some upcycled fragrance oils, and I thought maybe we should use those today as well. So that's the first project we're going to start with. I'm going to bring the fragrance oils in, we'll smell them, and then we'll make a decision on which ones we'll use. Okay, we have these three to choose from. We have a smoked quartz, sea daffodils and cucumber, and a jasmine and vanilla. Let's smell the jasmine and vanilla first. Oh, that's so nice. Smoked quartz. Oh, that's really good. And sea daffodils and cucumber, which is the upcycled fragrance. Ooh, I think for this project, I'm gonna go with the smoked quartz. And what does Wholesale Supplies Plus mean by natural fragrance oil? I know natural fragrance seems like a misnomer, but I will explain. I'm gonna read the definition directly from the website. 100% natural aromatic oils are plant-based scents that are primarily produced using aromatic isolates coming only from natural, raw, botanical sources. All of the WSP natural aromatic oils are certified to be free of synthetic ingredients. As I'm looking on their website, it looks like they have 112 of these available. They are significantly more expensive than regular fragrance oils, but you get what you pay for. There's no synthetic ingredients in them. And if you make soap to sell, that can be a really nice point of advertisement for you. Let's find out exactly how much I paid for the smoked quartz, because I did buy this. Okay, it's actually not too bad. For 2 fluid ounces, it is $12.95 USD. The purple molds hold about 34 ounces of oils. So I'm going to use the Brambleberry Lie Calculator and calculate 68 ounces of oils for the African black soap quick mix. Just did the calculations. I have all the numbers that I need now, so let us put on our safety gear. Let's move my laptop out of the way. Don't need you on my soap making table. Hoo hoo boo-ba-doo. Right, let's measure out our quick mix now into this giant container from Makesy. It is the perfect size for this project, and I shook up my quick mix container. Look at all those good little soap chunks in there. All right, glug, glug, glug. Oh, I might not have enough to make as big a batch as I wanted to. We'll have to see after I do all my scraping. After weighing everything out, I only ended up with 50 ounces of oil. I'm gonna use this 16 bar mold from Makesy. We'll measure out our ice cubes. Now we're gonna add in our sodium hydroxide. And we're gonna mix this up very slowly with a spatula. I know that my lye has been fully incorporated at this point because I can't hear it shifting around on the bottom of my container. So I'm going to set my spatula off to the side, and I'm going to warm up my soap oils in the microwave in 30-second bursts until my oils get a little more clarity. This should take about a minute. These oils look perfect, so I'm just going to blend everything up a little bit to break up some of those bigger soap chunks in the oil blend. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to add my lye water solution. Blend this up for a few seconds.
First step out of the maze, follow the path and wander, and we go.
about 10 seconds or so. Add my smoked quartz fragrance. Ooh, it's so thick. Are all natural fragrances that thick? Who knows? Ah, this smells incredible. But will the natural fragrance stick in cold process? Saponification, it's kind of a heavy-duty process, you know? Chemically, a lot's going on there. We could potentially have some warmness in this batch. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and pour in our mold. All right, so let's be real. This chair isn't horrible, but it's definitely showing its age. The back is a bit low, the seat isn't very deep, and I have to use this pillow for lumbar support. And for those of us who spend a lot of time sitting in a chair, there is a far better option. Check out the C7 from FlexiSpot. This chair is incredibly sturdy and supportive, whether you're leaning back or sitting up straight. Talk about a luxury upgrade. Here are a couple of reasons I personally am loving the C7. First of all, work mode. The back locks in at a comfortable angle and you have lower back support as well. And the mesh seat is breathable, which gives a good balance between comfort and support. The back hugs your spine and the seat is wider and deeper than most, so you can sit comfortably for a very long amount of time. No extra cushions needed. When work is over, we can switch to relaxation mode. You can unwind in this chair with a lockable backrest, then pull out the footrest. Now you can kick back into a deep recline or sit however you want. How cool is this? Other brands don't even have a footrest. The C7 is super customizable too. You've got 5 levels of backrest height adjustment, adjustable seat depth, 3D headrest, and 3D armrest. The C7 accommodates heights between 5'7" to 6'9" and has a weight capacity of up to 300 pounds. The Black Friday sale is coming up, so you can grab this chair and other great deals like standing desks, under-desk walking pads, and gaming chairs. Plus, use my code on screen and save an extra $50 on the C7. And there's more. FlexiSpot has you covered with a 30-day risk-free trial and a 10-year warranty. They're also giving away free orders on these days of the month. So head over to flexispot.com and treat yourself to a better workstation this Black Friday. Pour it in, scrape it all out. Scrapey, scrapey, as we like to say. Make sure I get all that extra batter from around my mixing container. I feel like I don't want to do too much to the top of this bar, so I'm just gonna put a little kind of ghost swirl on there. Like, no extra colors, no extra glitter, just a little bit of a swirly texture. Give it a quick spritz, just like so. And we will put this soap to bed for probably 2 days. I didn't do a huge water discount on it. First project is done. Well, admittedly, that really whet my appetite for making stuff. But I think I'm done making soap. I remembered that I had an entire box in the other room of lip balm supplies because I came up with a lip balm recipe and I tweaked it a little, but I never made the final recipe. So now I kind of want to make the final one. I've always been extremely hesitant about making and selling lip products. They are cosmetics. Even if you just make lip balm, it's still a cosmetic. And I take very, very seriously manufacturing items that people are putting near their mouth, around their eyes. It's just something that kind of makes me nervous. Number one, I don't have any labels for the lip balm that I'm making today. If I was going to make these professionally to sell, I would purchase labels from my label distributor and weatherproof them, waterproof them, probably print them on vinyl so that they don't come off, and so that as you use it over and over and over again, it doesn't smudge, the ink doesn't leave, etc., etc. But this is simply another test batch that I will hand out to family, friends, and very, very choice customers that I like to send little samples to and then get feedback about. Of course, to start, I will leave my hairnet on, put on my little pink lab coat that I keep for these types of projects. These are disposable and I keep them in a sealed bag so they don't have any access to, like, I don't know, dust and stuff. And then on my table I have the lip balm tubes that I have pre-sanitized. My table has been sprayed with alcohol and wiped down with a lint-free wipe. And then I have this really cool lip balm holder. And you take your little lip balm tubes, place them in like so, and it holds all of them for you. How handy is that? Truth is, I only am going to make a batch of 12 and I am going to pour very carefully. I could plug these up with something else, but because I'm making so few, I don't think that'll be a big deal. I have a lovely array of flavor oils, both from Brambleberry and Wholesale Supplies Plus. TKB Trading also has them. Adding in some beeswax, added a bit of coconut oil, added some shea and cocoa butter as well, and then we're gonna go warm this in a double boiler. Now I'm gonna measure out my liquids. That is jojoba oil. All right, let's mix in this color. Yeah, so pretty. You'll see that gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Kind of has a color shift to it. Now to add my flavor oil. We have both parts now of this lip balm recipe I have been working on for forever, so let's add them together. How long do I typically work on Royalty Soaps formulas? It really depends, but most of the time we're in the years category, not the months category. Off and on. All right, let's see how we did. Again, I'm very, very particular about formulating. I just want to make sure that everyone is the most helped by the ingredients that I'm picking. Cost is not really what I'm worried about. I'm worried about bang for buck. I hate buying especially lip products that look super pretty but are not super functional, like not actually nourishing to your lips. Whoa. Okay, making sure that everybody is filled up super good here. I'd rather it overflow a little bit and me have to scrape the tops off. Man, that color shift is so stunning, kind of pinky, peachy, a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow on there. And I am gonna let all of these sit for an hour or so before I come back and mess with them. We are back and these look so ugly. They don't feel ugly on your skin. They actually feel super good, but the color that I added just did not transfer well. Scrape that extra, put a cap on it, and then I will put some sort of like label on here to let people know that this is a tester. I wonder if I can scrape this off. Oh, I can. Excellent. Yeah, the actual formulation to me actually feels like almost perfect. It's just the color that doesn't look so good. So I'll be telling friends and family like, yes, I know it's ugly, ignore the color. How does it make you feel? I think with lip balm, the challenge is creating a balm that is really easy to put onto your lips, i.e. you're not having to run it over your lips multiple times. You can just kind of slide it on and it's good to go, but also won't melt if it's left in a hot car or in transit. I think so many lip balms just don't work for me because I feel like I have to work too hard to put them on. Too much cocoa butter will do that, but I don't want to have to rub it over my lips 5 times before any of the product actually starts to leave. Like, I don't want my lips to have to melt the product for it to actually come onto my skin. I also believe there's a ton of different oils and butters that are perhaps less well known that would do an incredible job of taking care of your lips. So that's why we're experimenting. Okay, this has to be washed. Here's all my lip balms and the one that I tested to put my name on it. And it is actually the next day. So here is our Black African soap. Let's take a peek. Oh, yeah, looks great. It did totally gel on the inside. I feel like I should have wrapped it in a towel so that I got a complete gel instead of a partial gel, but this is what it looks like. Just gonna slide it right out. Let's see if the sides want to let go. Not yet, still a bit gooey. So what you do if you are looking to cut your soap, but it's not releasing from the sidewalls is leave it for another day or two. But if you're impatient like me, you can also stick this in the refrigerator. Sometimes that helps. A lot of people like to stick theirs in the freezer for like 30 minutes or so. It should peel really easy. You do have to be careful because after it gets really cold, it may sweat a little bit afterwards, so you may have to let it dry out a little. Oh, actually I pulled a little bit more and I broke the seal just fine. It's a little sticky on the ends that didn't gel, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's line up everybody here and make sure we get some good samples of this one. Press down gently. Pull one out of the middle, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I love this. There's so much texture. The natural fragrance oil has really done an incredible job. It's very, very strong. It definitely retained its sort of smoky fragrance. Cutting this was super easy. Once again, if I were gonna do this again, I would insulate the mold by putting a towel around it, just to make sure that this good gel phase made it all the way to the ends. I'll pull one of these out and you can see how the edges of this soap are much lighter and it's a little darker in the middle because the gel got to the very, very end, but it didn't get the sidewalls. Still gonna be great soap, but those parts are a little bit softer. Got my little sample ends here. These will go to Eco Soap Bank. I talk about Eco Soap Bank all the time, but you guys can check them out at the link down below. I have mountains of footage I am still sorting through from my Eco Soap Bank trip. There were literally like over 100 gigs of footage, so I'm gonna split it into 2 vlogs. And all in all, I would call today's video and craft day very productive. Not only did I get a full batch of African black soap that smells incredible, but I also got to try it with a natural fragrance oil, which I've been wanting to do for forever, and it performed super well. It has simply whet my appetite for natural fragrances. I definitely will try more in the future. And I got one step closer to perfecting a lip balm recipe that I have been working on a really, really long time, and found out which color not to add. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging with me on this impromptu crafting day. And just as a teeny tiny announcement, I will be at the Texas Renaissance Fair this weekend. This is Barbarian Weekend. I will be there on both Saturday and Sunday, so if you see me with fairy wings, come say hello. I will have some soap samples with me. I also plan to go live on TikTok next week, so if you would like to make soap with me live, go follow me over on TikTok. Do something fun for yourself today, whether that is finishing a project that you have been putting off, or maybe going out into nature, getting a brisk walk in. I have been doing that every single day because the Texas weather has been so delightful, so I go and I walk around my field a couple of times. It really just cleanses the palate and gives you a better day, let me tell you. But you know I don't really care what you do, just do something for you, and I will see you all in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Once again, thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget, they are doing free orders on these particular days. And even if you don't get a free order, you can still save $50 on the C7 chair using my code on screen now.